Aptos. The numbers for Aptos are looking pretty good. Total value locked has been improving. It's hitting a new recent all-time high, though it's not amazing. Obviously, there's a hell of a lot of competition in the layer 1 space at the moment, but Aptos's overall numbers, considering it's only really a couple of years old, are pretty good. So let's take a look at what is happening on the network right now. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I have videos about on the channel. In the videos, I show myself buying up all of these coins. These were cryptos I thought could do very well and make a lot of money. You can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these cryptos hit 16 months on, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd have put $100 into these coins. 100 into each in that time would have made you over 123 grand. Now the thing is you don't have 16 months to get your portfolio sorted. We're in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with the performance of your portfolio, have a look at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my entire portfolio with my members. So when I'm ready to buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. So my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me, which means they make the same profit. Of course, the added bonus there is they have no work to do. If you go onto my site, you'll be able to see some of the profits my members have made. You'll be able to see some of my successes. These are public record. If you go onto the old videos on this channel, you'll be able to verify everything that you read, you watch, you see. So read through the site, watch all the videos, and if you like what you see and you want to learn more, you want to hear my daily market updates, you want to find out the coins I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, like I predicted with Phantom when no one was talking about it, all you've got to do to find out, guys, is join up on the site. Now, Aptos. So, Aptos ranked 30th in terms of market cap, so it's done very well since launch. So it's a layer 1 proof of stake blockchain. They use a novel programming language called Move, which is a Rust-based programming language that was developed by Meta's DM blockchain engineers. Now, the idea behind it is that they want to push on mainstream adoption to Web3, empower an ecosystem of dApps that solve real-world user problems. Now, their proof of stake blockchain can, in theory, achieve a theoretical throughput of over 150,000 transactions per second. Now, of course, that's only theoretical. They haven't come close to that yet, but they are still doing pretty well in terms of what their actual one has been. They raised a ton of capital as well over the since they began, really. In March of 2022, they raised 200 million in a seed round that was led by Andreessen Horowitz. Other crypto heavyweights like Tiger Global and Multicoin Capital took part. Then in July, that same year, they raised another 200 million through a ton of investment from Dragonfly, Apollo Global, Franklin Templeton, Animoca and Jump Crypto, and a bunch of others. Also, we know Binance made a strategic investment, but we don't know the amount that they did. So they've raised a ton of capital over the in their initial days. It's the brainchild of Mo Sheikh and Avery Ching. Mo, who is the current CEO of the company, is a founder with years of financial services and blockchain experience. He specializes in scaling products and has experience in the private equity and venture capital markets. Ching, on the other hand, is the CTO of Aptos, software engineer, and one of the principal software engineers at Meta. They worked on the DM blockchain project at Meta before joining forces to create Aptos Labs. No surprise, obviously, there's some similarities between DM and Aptos. Now, the idea behind this, like I said, they do something called parallel processing. So by doing parallel execution effectively, that gives them the potential to do this huge throughput, that sort of 150,000 transactions per second, which, in theory is 10,000 times what Ethereum can do. Now, in terms of what we're seeing from Aptos, like I said, development has been pretty good. So you can see actively staked is 872 million tokens. So obviously that number is wrong. Transactions per second is approximately 38. That's their real-time numbers, but the peak in the last 30 days, over 19,000 transactions per second. So again, numbers-wise, pretty good. If we actually go to their main website, slightly off. So all-time peak transactions per second, they're saying 13.9 thousand. Excuse me. Now, in terms of monthly active users, you got about 18 million. They've already processed over 2.5 billion transactions, which again, being only up and running for a couple of years is really strong. They already have 490 nodes, and they have 149 validator nodes as well. So the numbers here, pretty damn good. In terms of the ecosystem projects, we can have a look and see where they're at in terms of what's been built on Aptos. So there's 198 projects so far. Now, of course, some of them will be your standard sort of infrastructure stuff. But in terms of actually what there could be a real focus on for them, I mean, two areas that seem logical for Aptos would be gaming and DeFi. Because that level of throughput, you know, there's a huge reason to have a lot of DEXs built upon Aptos. Because at the moment, we've seen explosions in DEXs. I mean, Solana's DEXs have been doing incredibly over the past couple of years. If you can get DEXs that can have that level of throughput, then as long as there's projects worth trading on Aptos, you know, the usage could be through the roof. Gaming-wise, with that level of throughput again, games are definitely something to consider, because you think about every time someone plays a crypto game, there's tons of transactions that need to occur. So you need an incredible sort of blockchain that can process tons and tons and tons of transactions every second. So again, Aptos has the capabilities to do that. Now, again, I think this is really positive, especially when you think about the actively staked. That does mean that we're looking at a situation where only really a couple 100 million tokens are knocking about, right? So that's tokens held in staking pools at the moment, right? So again, that means there's really, really, really not a ton of tokens knocking around that are that are being bought and sold. So, or certainly, there's not enough that buying pressure could start really, really fast here. Like, it won't take much here for a ton of buying pressure to begin and really start moving that price. Now, Aptos has actually had really good waves. You know, across the last year and a bit, it's had two pretty good waves. Across the last 2 years, really since launch, it's had 3 very good waves. Its first high was in January of 30, where it hit just shy of $20, and it's hit pretty close to there a couple of times. And actually, while competition in the layer 1 space is rife, and we've got tons and tons and tons of it, all in all, this has managed to distinguish itself from the pack pretty well already. I mean, the fact that it's managed to rocket up into the top 30 in terms of market cap, and with the amount of investment that they've had from big names in the space, I expect that we're going to see surges in development time and time and time again for Aptos. And once that happens, again, there's going to be new, whatever they are, whether it's meme coins, games, or whatever that are built upon Aptos, that's going to start getting people to be excited once again. That speculation is what really causes the market to rise. I actually think Aptos has a very, very good shot of getting back to its kind of previous all-time high. And to be honest, if we have that sort of blow-off top parabola that we see so often in the crypto markets, there's a good chance that Aptos can even beat it. Now, given the names involved in this, given the investors, I think Aptos is going to be continuously trying to crack that top 20, top 10 in terms of market cap. Now, right now, I still think there's an outside squeak of this getting to like $40 this year, but it's first got to get to 20. It's first got to get to its previous high, which is $19.90. I think that's very, very achievable. Once we start seeing the altcoin season kick on in a big way, and we're not far away now. So once that really begins, Aptos probably is going to fly. Obviously, per my opinion, but things look really strong for this right now. The numbers are good. Like I say, total value locked, I think just hit a couple 100 million. So it's hit its all-time high. So the usage is there. Now the price action just needs to catch up with the usage. But the more it gets used long-term, the more this is going to rise. It's that simple. I'm curious to hear what people think about this. Does anyone think this is real good competition for Solana? Does anyone think that actually you're more interested in the lower cap projects that have been building on Aptos? Where do you stand? Let me know in the comments. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with the performance of the coins that you own, have a look at copymycrypto.com. If you go onto the site right now, you'll be able to see some of the profits my members have made. This is public record. You can go onto the old videos on this channel, verify it all. You can also see some of my past successes again. This is public record. You can watch on the old videos on the channel and verify it all. On the site, I share with my members every single coin I own. When I'm ready to buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. So my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me. They make the same profit and they don't have any work to do. Read through the site, watch all the videos, verify it all. If you like what you see and if you want to find out more, find out the coins I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, all you got to do to find out, guys, is join up on the site. If you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.